For more than 6,000 years, gold and silver have been real money and coveted by almost every society and civilization. Something in us has always known the true value of gold and silver. It doesn't matter if we've used it as jewelry, dishware, eating utensils, idols for worship, or as an exchange for trade. Gold and silver have been a symbol of wealth and a mean of power. Since 600 BC, gold has been considered money. Wait, if gold has been considered money for more than 5,000 or 6,000 years, why aren't we using it now as money? Well, that's a little bit of a story for another day. In a nutshell, rulers and those in power have never really accepted the limitations associated with sound money principles, meaning the limitation that a kingdom or empire was only as wealthy as the amount of gold or silver that it owned. So where am I going with this? Okay, hold tight, I'm getting there. Until 1933, our United States currency was backed by gold, and as a country, we were forced to practice sound money principles. But President Roosevelt ended that practice, and in 1971, Nixon removed any final connections between silver and gold and our paper money. Since then, we officially began using fiat currency, or what others may refer to as fake money. Instead of being backed by something real, our money became backed by an agreement, and something that has value simply because we all agree it has value. This isn't particularly good because every single currency in existence has failed at some point because governments love to print and create money out of thin air. The last few years, we've seen an extreme example of this. However, gold and silver are the only forms of money that have always maintained their value and never gone to zero, which leads me to why precious metals, or more specifically, monetary metals such as gold and silver and platinum, are one of my favorite investments. I know what you're thinking. Well, Dr. Stacker, if gold and silver is such a great investment, why haven't I been able to invest in metals my entire life? Why can't I just easily buy it as a part of my 401k? And why haven't my financial planners ever suggested that I invest in metals? Well, it's actually pretty simple. They don't make money off of you if you invest in precious metals. They make money by moving your money around, and that doesn't happen with metals. In some ways, investing in precious metals is like using a crock pot. You set it, forget it, let it do its job, and come back to something incredible. It wasn't until 2004 when the first gold ETF, or electronic traded fund, provided money managers with a way to make money off of selling precious metals to you. Unfortunately, these ETFs trade in paper, gold, and silver, which is just as bad as paper money. By the way, can anyone explain to me what is paper gold and silver anyway? If someone can explain to me, then I also have a paper dinner to sell you because they both make about the same amount of sense to me. Which leads me to the first reason why precious metals are one of my favorite investments: zero counterparty risk. When you physically own the metal, you own something that doesn't have a third-party counter risk, meaning you don't have to worry about someone else living up to their contractual obligations for it to have value or for you to have your money. 2, intrinsic value. While the price of metals may go up and down in terms of dollar, they will never go to zero. There is a cost to dig them out of the ground, so there's an inherent value built into it as a base. But unlike buying stocks, for example, you don't have to worry about the company going out of business or the stock going to zero. Your metals are always going to have value. Number 3, anonymity. This really applies when you physically purchase and hold the metals. If you invest in metals as a part of your IRA, clearly there's a record of the transaction. But even if you hold metals in your IRA, there is still tremendous value in holding some ounces in your physical possession for a variety of reasons. I love that I could take 2,000 of these rapidly depreciating dollars and take them over to a coin shop and trade it for gold and silver. And the only people that know are me and my coin dealer. The same is true if I sell a coin. Different states have different rules and laws, so you need to follow them, particularly when it comes to capital gains. With that PSA out of the way, I love the anonymity because frankly, it's awfully hard for people to take what they don't know you have. As Robert G. Allen advises, live like a millionaire physically, but look like a pauper on paper. 4, incredible store of wealth, or what some refer to as the gold to decent suit ratio, meaning throughout time, be it 1922 or 2022, the same gold coin would buy you a decent man's suit and a night out on the town. That same $20 note from 1922 would buy you a nice pair of socks, but definitely not the men's suit. That's the power of wealth being stored in gold. Some call this a hedge against inflation, but that's something slightly different for me, and we can save that for another video. Number 5, generational wealth. We've discussed how wealth is stored in the form of gold. Connected to that is how easy it is for you to pass that to loved ones. It's something that doesn't require probate, estate, taxes, all that other stuff if you do it the right way. Number 6, performance. Since 1971, when we went off of the gold and silver standard, the overall appreciation for gold has been on par with the stock market. Do I need to repeat that? Take a look at this chart and you will see that gold's performance has been on par with the Dow Jones industry average since 1972. If you're finding value in this information, could you please hit the like button if you truly enjoy this content and are getting value and believe that this channel is worth supporting. Also, I am so very excited to share that one of the newest online dealers, Pembex, you've heard me talk about them before, they are now a partner with our channel. I chose them because their approach to being an online dealer is exactly what we talk about in this channel. When you go to their site, you're not gonna find a bunch of BS or overpriced silver. Instead, you're gonna find a very focused inventory of products, which allows them to give you the best pricing possible. If you wanna get like the lowest price on a generic round, they beat the lowest price on finebullionprices.com. So if you haven't hit the like button, please hit that like button because you like the content. Hit the like button because you want to support the channel. Hit the like button because you want to show support for our new partner. Or just hit the like button to help me do battle with the trolls that are definitely going to come out after they hear about this news. Number 7, precious metal investing is and can be boring. I know that sounds odd, but a majority of the time, it's just something that you can just dollar cost average into over the years. It doesn't require your daily attention. You can go on vacation and not worry about market crashes or anything like that. 8, precious metal investing is actually addicting. Once you start to exchange your monopoly money into real money like silver and gold, it changes you. You start to make different decisions with your spending in order to free up more funds for metals. You become more financially responsible and frugal. Number 9, BYOB, be your own bank. In the stacking community, we often talk about being our own bank. And for me, it's about the ability to hold and store my own asset. That I don't have to worry about the bank ever shutting me out or bank runs not allowing me to have access to my money like we've seen in China and other places around the world. Additionally, metals offer genuine upheaval insurance against any kind of financial, political, or military upheavals as we have seen recently. While you can quickly liquidate your metals in case of an issue, it has just enough of an extra step in the process to be a barrier to keep you from dipping into your secret stash. Meaning the little extra step of having to go down to the coin shop and make the transactions. Very different than just running over to an ATM. In the comment section, I want you to share when you first learned about precious metals as an investment, or you could also share what was or will be your first precious metals purchase. And which of the 9 reasons do you find the most interesting about precious metal investing? You're my A students for getting this far. Always stack smarter and never stop learning.